All right, I got about, this video might cut off early because somebody might call me, but I got about 2, maybe 3 videos to post. They are trying to disconnect us from God. What do I mean by that, man? What do I mean, man? Oh my goodness. It's so crazy. Where's my holder at? Okay, I'm gonna just put it right here. My cheeks. Yeah, I've been eating, yeah, last couple of days. Yeah. All right, for sure. They are trying to disconnect us from God, bro. They're trying to disconnect us from the universe. They're trying to disconnect us from our inner self, our inner child. They're trying to disconnect us from the inside. What happens when you reach inside of a person and disconnect them, disconnect everything? What happens when you're able to reach inside a person's body and spirit and unplug them from themselves, remove their, bro? What happens, bro? We instantly, it's not over time, it's not none of that. You instantly become depressed. You instantly become used and abused. You instantly become down. You're down, you're sad, you have no motivation, no passion, no drive to go do nothing. What happens when you reach inside somebody and unplug themselves? You remove themselves from themselves. Now you are focused on an external God. Now you are focused on politics and religion in the church. Now you are waiting around on Jesus to come save you. When if you were connected with self, if you were plugged in from the inside out, you know you have to save yourself. God in the universe will bless you and guide you and protect you, but you have to be the generator, though. You have to do that. It's not going to happen for you. And the only time something may happen for you is if you have been that vessel putting in that work, putting in that shadow work, that you've been healing from childhood trauma. You've been healing those around you. You've been raising the vibration in your environment. You've been changing the mind and changing the spirit, changing the soul of other people around you, including yourself, getting rid of demons. You are a walking purifier. You purify the area. You purify the air. You purify the environment. You purify spirits and souls just by being next to them, just by being an anomaly. I'm an anomaly, bro. Like, people don't know how to perceive me. Is this nigga ancient or is he 15 years old? Like, how old is this dude? Is he from the hood or is he from the suburbs? Is he black or is he white? Is he educated or is he dumb? Is he athletic or is he out of shape? What is going on? This shit be funny as hell, boy. People can't put me in a box, and I don't ever want people to be able to put me in a box, bro. I create my own box, and in order for me to let you inside that box that I created, you don't get access to that box. You don't get access to me unless I allow you to or approve you to. And that's the thing, what people do. And I'm in business with my parents right now. So people get access to me and myself through my parents, which I don't like. That's the reason why I have a lot of problems in this disagree with majority of the shit that my parents do. That's why people don't come directly to me. They go to my parents. Oh, how's E doing? Or what's he got going on? What he been doing? What, nigga, I'm right here. You got my phone, you got my DMs, you got everything to call me and check on me. But people know. People know. They know. But they want us to be disconnected from God. Right? And I'm not only talking about the God of the Bible, because we need to do research on that. Y'all need to do research on that and look up who created the Bible and who's writing God's word and what's been mistranslated and all types of stuff. It's work to be put in. I think the Bible's a great catalyst, a great starting point for spirituality and spiritual awakening and freeing yourself from the matrix and unlearning and relearning. It's a great, not the church, the Bible. Because the church is going to indoctrinate you more. The church wants to remove you from yourself, right? The church wants you to remove you from your inner child. The church doesn't want you thinking for yourself and relying on yourself. The church is funded by the government. Anything funded by the government for free. Hey, bro. They was giving out that vaccine for free. Oh, you get a free Krispy Kreme donut if you take the COVID-19 vax. Crazy. But yeah, bro, this shit really get. I'm telling you, it get crazy. I had to come up on here and make this video because I got this download. There's a couple of downloads I've been getting and I haven't been talking about them. But this one, I'm like, nah, I gotta pull the phone out, bro. I got to do it. So, all the illusions are falling, right? Illusions are falling like crazy right now. Like, even, bro, every illusion that was built off of manipulation and narcissism, that shit is coming to an end. Every illusion that was built off of the detriment of somebody else, you had to make somebody a victim, and most of the victims don't even recognize that they are victims. Like when it comes to the LG movement, the feminine movement, and the MAG movement, and just pushing certain things on children and making it okay for women to be promiscuous and all at the same time, having no fault divorce all at the same time, advocating for abortion at the same time, demonizing God and the Bible and making evil and Satan stuff cool. I'm not trying to say full words of certain things because I don't want stuff to get flagged or put in certain, you know what I'm saying? But it's probably over with already. But all of that stuff is false. All of that stuff is fake. All of that stuff removes you from your inner child. All of that stuff removes you from nature and misaligns you from nature. It keeps up the societal norms. It keeps up the capitalistic, patriarchal society, whatever. Everything that is currently running in this system is coming to an end. It's not gonna go overnight. It's still standing pretty strong while the stock market is here. You know, the military is here. We're still sending troops out to Iran and whatever. So it's still here. I'm not saying it's completely gone, but it is falling though. And just like the whole institution with marriage and relationships and how bad women are talking about men and how men don't want to be married and men have this bad rap, but in reality women are choosing the men that they're getting married to, sleeping with, and having babies with, and then they're shitting on those same men, the men that they chose. And those men that they chose learned from women. So full circle, women hate themselves. Full circle because they rebel against God. They rebel against natural order. They rebel against divine order. You know? And so Satan fell for pride and all this other stuff and questioning stuff or whatever. What if Satan was a female? Or the toxic masculine? What if Satan was a toxic masculine? And you know how toxic masculine are. They're narcissists, they're manipulators, they are users, they are abusers, they are liars and deceivers. And what is this world built off of? Toxic masculine ass niggas who hate true masculinity. They're teaching boys to the shit came out where it's like, oh, you're not supposed to do anything for a woman. You're not supposed to treat her right. You're not supposed to explain yourself to her. You're not supposed to take care of her. She has to prove herself to you. And if she does one bad thing, cut her off and all that. It's deeper than that. You're supposed, if you want to practice that, it's supposed to be with anybody or everybody, right? You're not supposed to play favoritism. Because a lot of those same toxic masculine dudes are like, okay, we're going to have all these expectations for the women, and then we're going to give passes to men. We're going to give passes to our boys. We're going to give passes to white men. We're going to give passes to the men in power and who we idolize and look up to. But let the women do the same thing. Oh, these women are whores, they're thoughts, they're this, they're toxic, in order to speak on certain things, you have to be qualified for that. Not only with a degree in written books. I'm talking about spiritually, emotionally, mentally. You have to have the capacity for certain situations and conversations. And I'm not just talking about statistics and research and a curriculum that was given to us to create a reality that we can't even perceive as false or true by the information given to us. We only think that is true because we were programmed to follow everything that we were taught from the curriculum and the news and the government. We were taught that that was true. Then you find out, oh, the people that were responsible for the curriculum of all schools were in the Epstein files. Oh, nobody's been arrested for nothing in those files. Oh, soon as they got caught up with Diddy and R. Kelly and all that, and what's his name? Morgan Freeman. Is it Morgan Freeman? No, not Morgan Freeman. Bill Cosby. Them niggas was arrested. But everybody in the Epstein files is walking free. One of them niggas is running the fucking country. You got a felon, a criminal, a terrible ass person, a narcissist running the country. And you got brainwashed ass black women saying black men ain't shit, when we are their only true protectors. We are their only true people on earth that care about them. The black man is the only one that truly cares about the black woman. Everybody else is being performative as shit. They only care about the black women if you conform to the matrix. Oh, I got my degree. I don't need no man. I got my house, car. Yeah, how many high-level conversations have you had with that nigga, bro? That white nigga. How many high-level conversations have you had with that nigga, bro? How many times has he checked you on a spiritual level? How many times has he cultivated the little girl inside of you? How many times did he pull out the little girl from you and let her know that you don't have to protect yourself that much anymore? I am here. Your protector is here. No, but y'all worried about the government. Y'all worried about having light-skinned babies. Y'all worried about having babies with good hair. Y'all worried about money and materialistic. The love of money is the root of all evil. Evil, not money is the root of all evil. It's the love of money. And these women love money. And who is in control of all of the money right now? It's not black people. It's not Mexican people. It's not Asian. It's not Hispanic, Latino, Latina, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Brazilian, Italian, African, Nigerian. Why I say it like that? It's not none of them, bro. It's the white man. So, black women has sold themselves out. They are scrutinizing the black man and reneging the access to black men because of materialistic things. And a black woman rebelling against the black man is a black woman rebelling against God. Oh, well, black men are not God. They said black people were the first people on earth, right? And we were made in God's image. And then they said, if you go deeper than the Bible, they said the woman was here first. How did that happen? Hey, there's more research that needs to take place. But if the woman was here first, that means the black woman is God. So now the black woman is a shell of herself. The black woman has fallen from her own self-image of what she created. The black woman who came here as God created a reflection of herself, which was also God, right? Created man in her image, in his image, in their image. So the black man would be God as well if he comes from God. So now you don't see yourself in black man because you hate yourself. You sold yourself out for the white man for money. They were able to break you spiritually, mentally, emotionally. And you think in order to connect back to your true self, you need financials. No, you need unity with the black man to connect to yourself all the way. Now, there's a big missing chunk from the start to how we are now. There's a big missing chunk of like, okay, well, if y'all are protectors and blah, 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 how did the white man come over and enslave us and we prisoners of war and we got all our shit taken and burned down and stolen? Just know the whole cosmos has always been against the black man. The whole cosmos. Now look at the world. From a black boy, we have it the hardest. People are always staring at us. People are always looking at us. People trial us as adults, look at us as adults, and have the expectation of us as adults. even our own mothers and fathers. It don't matter if I grew up in the hood or the suburbs. When I was going to school, I was the only child, black, thinking about certain things at a certain level. Everybody else got to think like kids and be kids, while I'm over here thinking at a fucking adult level, being around children. So that makes me feel out of place, because I'm not going to be over here. They be like, bro, what are you talking about? You take things too serious. Like, well, I'm like, bro, this is all I know, bro. I can't talk to nobody. There's nobody on my level, because the only person at my level right now would be an adult. But I can't talk to an adult like that because I'm a fucking child. And adults, when I was growing up, didn't give two fucks about children. So now I'm on an island. I'm looking for my other half, or a reflection of me, and the only reflection of me I had was a black man. I can't find the reflection of myself in a black woman. And if I can't find the reflection of God in a black woman, that means she has sold herself out. She's rebelling against God. And if we come from her, we come from God, she's rebelling against herself. By her being LGB and feminism and narcissistic and being boss B and independent, she sold her soul to Satan. She sold her soul to the demon world. And that's why they are repulsed by good men. They are repulsed by godly men. They are repulsed by angelic men. They are repulsed by men with morals, integrity, boundaries, loyalty, self-respect, self-love, high vibrational men. They are repulsed by that. And guess who is the leader of all women? Black women. Every single woman pays attention to what black women are doing. And then they proceed to act like them. Why do you think rebellion for women is at an all-time high? There's no woman that's more rebellious than a black woman. There's no woman that is as hard-headed as a black woman when she wants to be hard-headed. Right? So there's no way for this world to get back to normal if you have black women killing and stripping the masculinity away from black boys, black gods. You got young gods who black women are taking advantage of from birth. And I'm not trying to sit here and blame everything on black women. But the bigger they are, the harder they fall. That's one thing my dad has always told me. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And right now, black women are in the fallen state. Why do you think they're the most talked about? They're the most made fun of. They're the most, you know what I'm saying, scrutinized as far as like being a woman and fitting into the patriarchal societal norms of what a woman should be like and all that. Like, a black woman shouldn't be how the society wants her to be, and a black woman shouldn't be how she's acting right now. They're both terrible. Black women influence everything and influence the world. So the white man knows that the black woman is under his control. You throw any type of money at a black woman, especially as a white man, you got her. And that leaves black men like, hey, you gonna, oh, it's like that now for some money? Like, you know what me and you have been through. You know we gotta, oh, yeah, you gonna let them take over like that? That's crazy. And I'm not just saying we all losers and whatever, but I'm just saying, like, we both have been through the same shit, and we was right there fighting with each other. And we're still getting married, having kids, having jobs, taking care of our family, fighting together against them, against the system. They couldn't break us. They couldn't break us until they knew they didn't know how. The reason why slavery was so bad is because we were so fucking powerful. And they had to do everything and anything to destroy us from the inside out. And what did they realize? Ooh, we got to keep the black man and black woman separate. They looked at us as a whole at first. They was like, oh, these niggas, we can't fuck with these niggas. Hold up. But they had to keep the black man and black woman separate. They know if they got to the black woman and convince her to change her heart and mind towards the black man, it's over with. So now the black woman does not rely on black men for anything when you are supposed to. I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about for love, support, guidance, leadership. I'm talking about love, support, guidance, and leadership. You're supposed to rely on that from a black man. Yeah. And then they knew once they could separate the black woman from the black man spiritually, mentally, emotionally, they knew she was going to leave herself. A woman is supposed to see herself in the man because the man comes from the woman. Duh. The woman is supposed to see herself in the man because the man comes from the woman. But look at this though. If you can convince the woman to unplug from her inner self and her inner child, and what did I tell you happens when you unplug from yourself? You focus on everything on the outside. You're down, sad, and depressed. You're living in a state of survival. You're waiting on Jesus. You're more susceptible to control and manipulation and narcissism and the patriarchy and all of that. You're relying on the government. You're relying on news. You're relying on politicians and all of that. You're relying on money and monetary value. And who controls the matrix right now is white men. So it's like, okay, or let's say the men that control the matrix appear to be white. Because it's not normal, basic ass white people that grew up with us and live with us. It's not those people. But the people that are running the countries and have all the money and have all the push and pull are people that appear to be white. I don't even know if these niggas are people. You feel me? And they appear to be white to keep the illusion going, to keep the black woman thinking. The black women subconsciously still think the white man is Jesus. The black women subconsciously still think the white man run the world, is in control of everything, whatever. They are not truly in control. They're only in control of the system that is running right now. And the system is falling. And what is the number one way that they control the system? It's money. And who created money? The niggas that wanted to separate the black woman from the black man created money to replace the black man. On God. And now I'm not, just know, black people was worldwide, bro. Black people was not only in America, it was not only in Africa, whatever. We were worldwide. This has been a generational plan for thousands of years, and they have failed multiple times. This has been a plan that has finally come into fruition, and now motherfuckers like me have to deal with the ramifications, repercussions, and consequences of the black woman being separated from herself and replacing her inner child with the inner colonizer. these these black women are literally possessed by white men, by the patriarchy, by narcissism. Like, what type of woman values money over a good man? You know what I'm saying? And so now the men that follow God, quote unquote, are like, okay, what is God doing? Oh, God is doing that? I'm going to do that. So now you got more and more men, more than ever. Oh shit, I didn't put the trash out. Hold up.